and
I still stop at green lights, bro. It's out of precaution. You never know, dude.
So today, Kendrick responds to Drake. You know, they have a little feud going on. It is not real rap beef that we're used to. About this guy named Lorenzo Hunt. He fought Mick Terrell, which I believe is the heavyweight champ. And, bro, they started trading, and Terrell hit him with a shot that dropped him. It was a pretty vicious blow. And when he went down, he like put his arms out to break the fall and snapped his arm. You know, his arm went the opposite way. Yeah, there's like now what the trials that they have him locked down in New York, and the judge doesn't let him leave. Like, you can clearly tell, like, yo, that's election interference. Like, you guys are doing that so he can't campaign.
For sure.
You're trying to keep him in New York City so he can't move around and gain more momentum. Now, are we gonna see like an uptick in left-wing violence like we did? Chia. You guys are now listening to the Crime Pays podcast. It's your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yo.
What up, cuz?
What's up? What's popping?
What's going on, man? Welcome back. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Shout out to everybody who commented. We broke a new milestone for us. We got our first 10K views on a video.
Big
that's
success.
That's super dope. Very exciting. Very good time. Congratulations, man. It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
Put in a lot of work together to finally start seeing some success.
Yeah, and it's nice to get it on our first time back, like off of our resurrection. So it was nice. Our resurrection, reunion.
Yeah, for sure. So it was fun, man. It was fun doing that last episode. I got a lot of good feedback, you know what I mean, from people who watched it. You know, the comments were funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who commented. You guys help out the algorithm. We appreciate that. Some funny stuff, some funny jokes.
Yeah. Comments are loved. Make sure to like, comment this video if you haven't already, just to help us out in the algorithm and push us a little further.
Yeah, man. So how was your week, dude? Did you almost kill yourself? Did you
Nah, I don't almost
crazy?
kill myself no more.
Those
dude.
days are over?
I stay at home now, dude. I have a girlfriend. I stay at home, so the almost killing myself stuff has slowed down. But I have been going to the gym.
You haven't stopped at any green lights on the expressway? And all
I
that?
still stop at green lights, bro. It's out of precaution. You never know, dude. You never know if someone's gonna pull up and hit your car, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It already happened to me. I drove. There was a green light. For those of you that don't know the inside joke, one time I was driving my car with Frank in the passenger seat, and I just mid stop at a green light on US 1, and he just starts freaking out. But
I mean, who does that, bro?
yeah, but I just have this thing in my head because remember, I had a car accident just last year that I had to get a whole knee surgery on because I thought I could drive on a green light, and some lady decided to take a red light. So,
damn,
you know, it makes you
Young Glizzy's a terror out here.
Yeah, it gives you PTSD of green lights. You know, I can't trust
What do you know about PTSD? You know how many car accidents I've been in? You know what it is to get inside of your sports car, driving down the highway, and you stop at a green light, and all the cars are just going. Woof, 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 woof. That, my friend, is PTSD. That is scary, dude.
Yeah. Well, if you had your car hit when you took a green light, you know, then I think you would be like me. Nah, probably not, but you know, it's the way I cope with it, dude.
All right.
It's the way I cope with it.
All right, well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're in one piece.
Yeah, so I still
So
stop at
how was
green
your
lights.
week, cuz?
It was good, man. I've been going to the gym, getting buff, eating right, you know. I try to eat my veggies.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. That's big facts. Your body's a temple.
Yeah.
And I've been focusing on that. You know, I had gotten really fat after when we originally stopped KPP.
Yeah.
So I had become a boss at my job. And, you know.
Shout out to Glizzy becoming a boss. That was a slight flex.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just slight little, you know what I mean? But, like, I was, so being the manager of where I work at, like, I started just sitting down and slouching and eating, and then everyone bringing me food because, you know, they're trying to be cool with the boss. And then I was just getting fatter and fatter. And, you know, luckily I have family members around me that don't tell me I'm getting buff. They tell me I'm getting fat, you know, because usually when you see your grandma and you're fat, and she's like, wow, you're so big. But
you're healthy.
Really, you're just fat. You know what I mean? So luckily I have people around me that tell me I'm getting fat. You know what I mean? But you've been on a health journey too.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm approaching my 43rd birthday. Glad to say I'm probably in the best shape of my life. You know what I mean? I'm running 5Ks. I'm playing basketball. I'm lifting weights. And all around, I feel great. I feel very fortunate to be here still. You know what I mean? Every day I wake up, I praise God. Thank you for another day. I go out and I work my hardest to become a better version of myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whether that be spiritually, physically, mentally, I'm going for it. You know what I mean? Because when you're young and you're reckless, you always feel like you're not gonna make it to see 30. You're not gonna make it to see 40, and then you make it to see 30, and then you make it to see 40, and you go, all right, bro. Looks like I'm in this for the marathon. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start taking care of myself, stuff like that. So, I've been working hard. I went out to the Keys this weekend.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was beautiful, man. This is the best time to be in Miami.
Yeah,
It's these months right now. You got 80-degree days, 70-degree nights. It's not too hot in the day. The sun is shining. Went out to the Keys, saw the beautiful water. Ate seafood with my girl, bro. Went in the water. You know what I mean? She's been training too. Her body's looking right. My body's starting to change a little bit. You know what I mean? I got the designer swimwear.
Yeah. That's a
out
big
there
flex.
with the Cardis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the way you got moved.
Pocket full of money. I mean, just what do you want? You want some shrimp, baby? Go ahead, go order some shrimp. What you want? Yeah,
it's the best feeling in the world. Well, for me at least, personally, when I could look at my girl and I could be like, she's like, oh, what can I get on the menu? I don't know. I'm like, bro, price doesn't matter, baby. Give her steak, potato. What kind of steak? The most expensive steak, bro. The best for my lady. You know what I mean? It feels good to well, for me, it feels good to let my girl know, like, yo, get whatever. I got it, mama. I got the bread, dog.
Yeah, for sure. We were drinking margaritas, doing Don Julio Reposado.
That's fire.
That's not for the weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better put your seatbelt on.
It's a strong margarita.
Yeah, bro. I was hammered. I haven't been hammered in a minute, but I recovered well. Hangover wasn't too bad, and I was able to go to the gym the next day.
Yeah, you think that? I think because before you used to have like bad hangovers, right?
Yeah,
where you'll be out of commission for the next day. You know what I mean?
Dude, I
Do
drink
you think
myself to
that's
oblivion.
'Cause you work out?
I think so, bro. I think physical conditioning might have something to do with how you recover from.
Yeah, because your body's always recovering all those muscles now because you go to the gym every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, but like I buy like these electrolyte tablets that I drink them every morning, so I hydrate. I'm like really hydrated. You know what I'm saying? So I think hangovers have a lot to do with dehydration. You know what I mean? That's why you get sick.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was good, but I'm definitely not gonna do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl spoke about it afterwards, and we're just like, you know what? We're not gonna do that again.
Yo, I always tell myself that, right? I always every time me and my girl we go out, we get drunk, we have brunch, bottomless mimosas, cheap champagne mimosa liquor. Then I decide I'm gonna buy my own champagne bottle, and we get smashed. And we make it home, and we sit there, and the next day we're like, oh my god, how do we make it home? We're eating sandwiches to try to carb up and soak up the rest of the alcohol that we feel is left in our body, drinking gallons of water. And we always tell ourselves, yo, we're not going to do that again. And then we fall into this dark hole somehow. Like, months go by, we forget that horrible experience and then relive it all over again.
Yeah, that's part of life, bro. You got to live life. You got to get hammered with your girl and have a good time. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna move into some other topics and stuff like that. So today, Kendrick responds to Drake. They have a little feud going on. It is not real rap beef that we're used to, or that I'm used to, where you got two dangerous people talking bad about each other with two dangerous crews, and things could get crazy. This is not that. This is friendly rap competition, and I like it. I think it's cool. I don't like for everybody to get along and be all kumbaya. I like little jabs being thrown.
Yeah, definitely.
The song's called Euphoria. You guys check it out. It starts off like on some spoken word poetry stuff, which I thought was soft. I didn't like that. But then the beat switches up, and then he starts spitting, and it's pretty good. You know what I mean?
I listened to it, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of it. I thought it had some nice lyrics in there and nice comebacks, but I like Drake's version more. And at the end of the day, it's a competition, and in my head, I think Drake's winning right now. Now, I wasn't a fan of the slow beginning that Kendrick started off with. In all honesty, first hearing it with that slow beginning, it was kind of like I was kind of tuning out as listening to it. You know, I didn't really get into it until he starts switching the flow and the beat kind of picks up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of slow music.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's what it was. You guys check it out. Let me know. What else? What else we're gonna move on to? We're gonna move on to sports. Sports. We had BKFC. That's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I can't say that I ever watched the whole BKFC event before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was always intriguing. It always looked really cool, but I just never sat and watched it. So it was like a slow Saturday. That was the only thing that was on. I said, let me watch it, and I had a blast watching it. It was really dope. You know what I'm saying? It is like it's like MMA almost without the grappling and the kicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's pretty savage.
I got to see some of the highlights. You know, it kind of reminds me of like it seems like a boxing WWE, but it's not fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people come out, they're in these outfits. You know, I only got to see the highlights though, so y'all don't judge me on everything. You know, I'm just about to get into it, but I think it's pretty fire. You know, watching it, I feel like the person's getting hurt more watching that versus watching the UFC. Even though the UFC gloves are kind of small, just something about seeing these men with bare knuckles just at each other's faces, just like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's dangerous.
Yeah, it reminds me of like this movie called Snatch. Snatch. It's like based in England. It's like an England crime movie, and it's like Brad Pitt is a bare knuckle fighter, and they kind of bet on it, and the whole thing happens. So it's cool because I guess bare knuckle fighting is not anything new. Like it's been around for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just never like actually professional. You know what I mean? Maybe there'd be underground fight clubs, betting. You know, like people have like chicken fighting. Like they would have bare knuckle fights and people would bet on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's cool to see it go mainstream. I think it's super savage, dude. I think it's great. I mean, it looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it looks like it hurts, bro. Those guys get cut up nasty, and they have a different way of fighting because, like boxing, you have those big gloves. So there's like, you can keep your hands farther away from you. You can parry shots with the glove. You know what I'm saying? You could measure with the glove and things like that. But with an open hand, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So everybody's like really tight. You know what I mean? And they get it in, bro. They get it in. There's Joe Rogan, he kind of put me onto it because he was talking really good about it. He was talking about this guy named Lorenzo Hunt, call him the Juggernaut. Check out his highlights on YouTube. If you're not a fan of BKFC and you want to get into it, put Lorenzo Hunt on YouTube, watch his highlights, and dude, the dude's a savage, bro. And I was excited to see him fight because I had started following him on Instagram a couple months ago, and became a fan of his, and I watched his fight. He fought Mick Terrell, which I believe is the heavyweight champ, and bro, they started trading, and Terrell hit him with a shot that dropped him. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty vicious blow, and when he went down, he like put his arms out to break the fall and snapped his arm. His arm went the opposite way. They said it was dislocated, but if you saw it, it was sick. It was like facing north south. Like I was like, damn, dude, that sucked. Yeah, bro. And that was good. And then Mike Perry, which used to be a UFC fighter, he's a bad motherfucker. And he fought Pitbull Thiago Alves, and he knocked him out in the first round. You know what I mean? And I like it because like the fights were like back to back. Sometimes you watch UFC, you have one fight, and now they do a little movie about the next fight. And then you got to wait 15, 20, 25 minutes for the next fight.
Yeah.
Like now BKFC was like one after the other. Boom, 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 boom. They didn't waste a lot of time. And it was really fun. So I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to start betting on it. I kind of got to educate myself more on it.
Yeah, it
But it was
seems through the highlights alone that I watched, it seems like some of the fights end pretty quickly, you know what I mean? But that's the same thing with UFC. But
Yeah.
I don't know, something about those bare knuckles, I just feel like when it connects, like it's hitting you different than when you're getting hit with the UFC gloves or the...
And like you can watch a boring boxing match.
Yeah.
And you can watch sometimes like a boring MMA fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
But I have not watched a boring BKFC fight because so much stuff happens. Like the knockout ratio is so high, and even if they go to distance, it becomes such a dogfight because people are getting the eye jammies are just crazy. People get their eyes start swelling up. They get cut. There's blood everywhere. They get super tired. You know what I'm saying? Because most of those guys aren't like top tier athletes. You know, some of them are retired UFC fighters. Some of them are retired boxers. They're doing it for the little payday or whatever. But they're not like 21 years old, top physical condition, best of their life. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man.
It's going to be interesting to see how far it could go.
Well, Conor just bought it. Conor McGregor announced that he bought it. So I think it has a bright future.
Yeah, because Conor McGregor is a great promoter.
Yeah.
Watching him on UFC was amazing.
Yeah, I think George Masvidal, Miami's own, he has his own bare knuckle fighting, I believe. I know he has his own league. I'm not sure if it's 100% bare knuckle, but I know he's putting on some good shows. So shout out to these guys. I like to see them, you know, reinvest in the fight game and bring things more exciting.
Yeah.
To that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, what else we got? We got Trump is the whole Trump and Biden saga, bro. It did pretty good on the last show.
Yeah, it really
gets
did.
It gets people in their feels, dude.
Yeah, it does. Dude.
You know what I mean? But man, I'm seeing a lot more support for Trump now.
Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing a lot of support from Trump, and you know, sometimes I think it's just me. Like sometimes I'll think like, yo, this is just me because I am what I attract. You know what I mean? Or like people are attracted to me because I'm or like Trump supporter or a conservative male, and I would think. Just because I'm around all these people, you know, sometimes you start to get brainwashed and be like, everybody loves Trump. But to see the rallies when Biden has one versus when Trump has one lets me know like otherwise.
I mean, yeah, there's like now with the trials that they have him locked down in New York and the judge doesn't let him leave. Like you can clearly tell like, yo, that's election interference. Like you guys are doing that so he can't campaign.
For sure.
You're trying to keep him in New York City so he can't move around and gain more momentum. And I'm not the only one that sees that. You know what I'm saying? These past like it's been we're going on 4 years now?
Yeah.
Right? Since Biden. So, you know, I was always like an outlier as far as my views and opinions on things. You know what I mean? And now I think you got to give credit to Americans, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're coming around, bro. Like, people that were totally against it are now like, yeah, no, that's some BS. No, I'm voting for Trump this year. No. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like they're making him even more popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like, I don't even think his campaign when he was going against Hillary was this popular.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're putting him against Biden again, who's done a terrible job, you know, regardless of what political party you're a part of, you can't say Biden has done an amazing job.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what they have that's powerful and it's hard to beat. What they're doing with the student loan forgiveness, it has a lot of people on their side. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have big debt, and they've been compounding interest on it, and they have hope that their debt is going to be forgiven. So there's a lot of people riding that Biden train right now for that reason.
Yeah, but you know Trump had came out with something, right? I forgot where I had saw this, but I had saw it multiple times that he's coming out with free college, right? In general, like for the main classes. So, you know.
Yeah, but like that's nothing new, bro.
Yeah.
Free college has been around. Like you can go to school for free, but it takes hard work. And it might not be the school that you want to go to.
Yeah.
Right? You can go to the military and they're going to pay your college.
I think he's doing this one on the computer, so it's like easier.
If you're really smart and you work really hard, you can get a scholarship.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But there's ways to go to school for free, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely, but you know, he's coming up with some new things this next campaign. He also said how he's going to make housing cheaper, which is, I think, in my personal opinion, way more beneficial than forgiving student loans.
I mean,
But
Miami,
then again, I don't
Miami
have
housing
40,000.
crisis is crazy right now. I know people paying
Ridiculous.
$3,000 a month
Ridiculous.
for,
You
for an
gotta be a,
apartment.
you gotta be a
And I'm not talking
millionaire.
about Brickell, living on the ocean, pimp stuff. Like, no, like suburbs, apartment, $3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to move into a new place? Your lease is up. Okay, 3 months up. 3 months. $9,000 to move into to a spot. You know
Yeah, I remember when it was like 1,600 and you could have a whole house, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom when I was younger. Now,
like I have never been like, yo, I want to move out of Miami because, you know what I'm saying? It's not for me no more. But this year I kind of feel like that. I'm like, bro, it's so expensive to live here. Like, where is this gonna end up at?
And they make it impossible to buy a home now. You know, like you could.
It's not impossible, bro. You just got to pay $5,000 a month.
Yeah, $5,000 a month.
Yeah,
and that's not even getting accepted. You got to make, like, the houses now are about like 400, 300,000. So you got to make about $1 million, you know, in Biden's America in order to even buy a house. Because don't forget, they factor in the fact that your car payment, they factor in your light, your water bill, that it's going to cost to live there. So your house that's at $3,500 just alone for the mortgage, which isn't a thing no more.
Nah.
But, you know, it's around like $4,000 or $5,000 for the mortgage. Now they're factoring the light, water, your car that you already have to pay for, and you add that up, you're gonna need to make about $500,000 to $100,000 a year just to be able to afford that.
Do you think Trump can turn it all around by himself? Like, have we gone so far deep into this new way of living that we can vote our way out of it?
Dude, I
don't know if we can vote our way out of this anymore.
The thing is that Trump is a businessman, and Trump, remember, he has became a billionaire over real estate and a couple other ventures, but majority real estate. So I think he could bring something to the table that could make it at least more affordable. Is he going to drop houses back to $100,000 in Miami? No.
Nobody could drop houses.
Yeah,
like, the government doesn't have power to drop houses.
You know what I mean?
What they could do is lower the interest rate on your mortgage to make it more affordable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they could do. That they could do.
I don't think he's going to make homes cheaper.
Yeah, the demand for a place is going to dictate what the real estate costs, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want an apartment in Manhattan, New York City, Upper East Side, you're going to pay an enormous amount of money because everybody in the world wants to live there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what is becoming. But I don't know, man. All I know is if he wins, I'm going to show my butt. You know
if he wins.
I got a lot of stuff to talk. I got a lot of smack to talk. I got a lot of people to troll. I'm coming for you guys. I know if we lose, you guys are going to be coming for me. Just know I'm going to be in your DMs talking that MAGA talk.
And, dude, I see that. I don't know. I just have this feeling that if he wins, you know, it's just everything's going to go. It's going to become better. And a lot of people like to say his unemployment rate was high. Yeah. But, you know, people like to forget the fact that prior his unemployment rate was like record lows. You know what I mean? And it was only due to COVID why his unemployment rate went high. Yeah. You know?
But also it's like, all right, if he does win, right? Like, you know, the media is not going to be on his side.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I mean? And the media controls the majority of people of the way they think. Like, it takes a big person to step outside of the media and critically think about what's going on and form your own opinions. Most people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Including a lot of people that are close to me. They turn on the TV, and what they see on that TV, that's the truth.
I think the older generation watches the TV now. But I think the younger generation.
Matter, bro. If you watch it on your phone, you watch it on the TV, it's the same thing.
I think the younger generation's eyes are opening up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
due to like people like the Tate brothers, Alex Jones, and you know all those people, right? Yeah. I think people are, and Trump himself saying that the media lies, bro, is a big eye opener to a lot of people. So a lot of people are looking for different sources to get their news from.
Yeah, because you know CNN, MSNBC, all these people, they're going to bash him. Everything he does, they're going to take little clips of everything he says and try to twist it. And then every day you're going to turn on the TV and he did this and he did that. And everybody's going to be mad and butthurt about it instead of talking about the good things that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you know.
And then also, look at me, 25 years old. I do not pay for cable TV. And, I pay for streaming services, and I go on YouTube, and I go to the people that I subscribe to for the media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, reliable sources.
Yeah.
So.
And then are we gonna see like an uptick in left wing violence like we did before?
Oh, for sure. But they're gonna blame.
Like, is the
they're gonna
media
blame Trump. Yeah.
Like ever since Biden became president, you don't see, the cops killing people.
No,
like they used to. And every time, bro, it didn't matter. Like a guy could be raping a girl. I'm sorry, and the cops pull up, shoot him, and then it's a racially motivated shooting, and they're burning cities down.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, but that stopped because the media is not pushing that. You know what I'm saying? So now what's going to happen? Now if Trump comes back, are they going to start pushing that? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to start pushing like migrant violence?
You hear it here first. When Trump becomes president, they're definitely going to do that, no doubt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's their only... But, I mean, I wouldn't see the point in it because it's not like he could get elected for a third term, Yeah. So there would be no point in bashing him, but they're going to bash him because they have to win the next election with the Democratic Party. So they got to make any Republican that comes look like they're going to fail.
Well...
Because the next Republican after Trump...
It is possible that 2024 and especially 2025 is probably going to be a wild time, you know what I'm saying, to be an American. And I think we should all be prepared, you know what I'm saying, mentally, get right with God, get physically healthy, start saving a little money. If you have a backyard, maybe start growing a little garden. You know what I'm saying? If you can, maybe get some chickens. You know what I mean? Because you never know where this is going to go. And self-reliance is
if he wins, do you think the blue pill side will resort to violence?
That's what I said a little while ago. I believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to start seeing people like Antifa and, we're going to see the media kind of push for more division in between people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I know that if he wins, he's going against the system and winning. The system's not going to be happy about it, and they're going to demonize him even more. You know what I mean? So I don't know where that leads, but I think get right with God, get physically healthy, become more self-reliant. You know what I'm saying? Don't worship the government. Don't think they're going to be your end-all be-all savior. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
No.
And that's it, man. Those are my wise words for preparedness. Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Love it. Well,
you're going to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think it's time.
That's going to wrap it up, man. We thank you guys for sitting with us, for talking with us. Get in the comments. Make fun of me and Glizzy if you want to do that. That's cool.
I love it. I always loved it.
It helps out the algorithm. It's fun. And, we got thick skin. We ain't scared of you.
And if you did watch till the end, we appreciate you. Again, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and
real YouTube shit.
And you could always DM us on a subject that you want us to talk about.
Yeah,
we usually like to talk politics, sports, and hip hop.
All around dude stuff.
All around dude stuff.